Welcome back to Fast Food and Barbecue. So today we're going to show you how you made these amazing Cornish game hen tikki masala sausages. Amazing. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright, so we're on episode 6 of our Anything with Feathers sausage series. So what I have here is 2 Cornish game hens. So what I'm going to do with these guys is pretty much same thing. I'm going to do with the turkey. We're going to take the wings and the legs and thighs off. Like that. Cut down there. Give it a little crack. Get between the joints here. And there's one that's like that. See? I'm going to do the next one. Give it a little slice in there. Bring it down. Just like that. And right between the joints. Boom. So we're going to do the same thing with the wings. Get in there. And there's one. And you see all these feathers here? I'm going to remove all that. We're not going to get a lot of meat out of here anyway. So the other one. Just like that. Oh, it'll separate right there. That's fine. We'll get this piece off. And that's it. So now what we're going to do is, here we go, we're going to cut down the breast. That's it, and we're going to slice the breast meat off, just like that. Just like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these all the meat trimmed off of these things, and then, yeah, and then we'll start cutting it up for sausage. I'm hoping for at least 3-4 pounds of meat out of these 2 things. I might get it. We're going to keep the skin because we're going to use the fat from that. But yeah, I mean, boom. And a nice sized breast on these things. So we're going to keep going at this, and then we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, so we got all the meat off the bones of the Cornish game hen. So we're going to weigh this thing right now. I'm going to get the split on here. Zero it out. Now I'll put our meat on here, see how much meat we got out of this thing. So looks like we have about 1.25 pounds. Alright, we're gonna have to, we got 1 pound and 13 ounces, so, alright, hey, we'll take it. Alright, so, we're gonna basically put our scale put away, and then we're gonna cut the meat up and get it ready for the freezer so we can grind it. Alright, now that our meat's weighed out, we're going to get this Cornish game hen cut up and get ready for the grinder. So first right here, these are all our carcasses. We're going to use that for a game hen stock for our sausage. We'll use that as liquid. Basically going to take these little pieces. Basically take the pieces, cut them up so they'll fit in the grinder. Pretty sure most of them will. I mean, it's just small birds, so these are all good. Cut. Yeah, these are all good. So basically we're going to cut all these up. I'm going to get them in the freezer, and then once they get frozen, not fully frozen, we want them partially frozen. This way when we put them through the grinder, they won't bind up the grinder. So we'll get the rest of these done, and then we'll move on to grinding. We'll see you then. Alright, so our meat is partially frozen, our game hen meat, so now we're going to grind this stuff up. so our meat's ground up. You see it's all pebbly, it's perfect. So we're gonna move this thing aside and then we'll get our rest of our ingredients and start mixing. All right, our meat's ground up, so now we're gonna get the rest of our spices in here. So in here, I have a half a teaspoon of white pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 3/4 teaspoons of coriander, 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala, half teaspoon of fenugreek, 1 1/4 teaspoons of marjoram, 1 1/4 teaspoons of thyme, 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, a half a teaspoon of ginger, and 1 3/4 tablespoons of milk powder, and 1 teaspoon of cayenne. In here, I have 1 1/4 tablespoons of tomato paste and 4.36 tablespoons of heavy cream. And I also put a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in it. It was basically going to neutralize the acid from the tomato paste. This way it doesn't eat through the sausage casing. So we're going to get this thing mixed up. Just like that. Throw this in there. And give it a good mix. Basically what we're doing is going to give it a good mix. I'd put it on a coarse die because it's going to get mashed up a little more while I mix it. We're going to mix it good enough so we get some protein extraction. Just like that. It smells great. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. I've never had chicken tikka masala, let alone game hen tikka masala sausage, so. Alright, so that's good. So now what we're going to do is give it a test here. Grab it, see how it sticks in my hand. That's perfect for stuffing. So we're going to get this back in the refrigerator about a half hour or so. So it's ice cold, 40 degrees or below actually. Then we'll start stuffing our sausage, so we will see you then. Alright, let's stuff some sausage here. First, going to load up our hopper here. Get all our meat in there. Pack it down really good so there's no air bubbles. Not going to get a lot of sausage out of this batch, but it's alright. Okay. Put the rest in here. Pack it down. Okay. Looking good. Alright, get rid of these. Move this out of the way. Alright. Alright, so as usual, I'm going with 32mm hog casings. They've been soaked in baking water, warm water and baking soda. So we'll lube up the horn a little bit here. And get our casing on. I got 2 in here, but I think I'm only going to need 1. The other end here, make it a little easier. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I think this one casing is going to be more than enough. So, get that guy in there. This thing cranked down. As always, I lube the gasket here. Put it down just till it starts to come out. Okay, there we go. Tie this guy off and give it a double tie just to be on the safe side. Just like that. Bring it up, snip this little guy off, and slowly stuff. Looks good to me. I'll twist it away. Okay, get this guy towards me. And do the next one. I feel like I'm getting down towards the end, so what I'm going to do is, after this one, I'm going to try the old balloon trick. I bought some balloons, but they seemed very small, so I kind of forced water into them, so we can see if the balloon trick works as far as getting the rest of the meat out of this thing here. This next one. I'm going to probably do a little more twists to tighten these guys up a little bit. So, this guy towards me, I think. Okay, another one. And that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up, and one or two things are going to happen. Either the balloon's going to burst because it's a small balloon that I forced water into, or it's going to work. So we're going to find out right now. Need to get this up. Get some meat up here that kind of stuck. I'm going to have to change my gasket soon. Do that. Bring this up. Let's put our balloon in there and see what happens. Like I said, it's either going to work or it's going to squirt water all over the place. So we're going to find out right now. Up. See if we can get the rest of the meat out of this bottom of this thing. Either that or the balloon's going to burst. Probably should have gotten bigger balloons, but I couldn't tell. Oh, it's actually working pretty good, actually. Wow. I'm just going to keep cranking until we're done. If this makes two sausages, I'll just twist it, but it's actually working really well. Alright, that's about it. Well, that's a big guy. So you know what? We'll keep it. Alright. So now I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to cut it a little longer because I want to twist these things up a little tighter, but I'll tie this off first. Put that way down there. Snip this guy. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist these guys up a little tighter, and then we're going to sous vide them. But yeah, I mean, just like that. And bring this guy around this way. This way. And this way. Looks pretty good. Alright, so we're going to get our vacuum packer ready. We'll vacuum pack these things. Put more twist on this guy. We'll vacuum pack them, and then we're going to get them in a sous vide. So we'll see in a few minutes. Alright, so before I sous vide these things, I want to have a look here on camera, see how much meat actually came out. There's some a little bit in the tube, but I want to check out the bottom of this thing. Take this off. Take the balloon out. Oh yeah, it's pretty much empty, as you can see. A little bit on the bottom still, but probably if I had a bigger balloon it would have worked better. But anyway, that's pretty good though. Alright, so we'll be back when we start ready to I'm going to get ready to sous vide these things. Alright, our sous vide is up to 150, so we're going to get these sausages in here and let them go for about 2 hours. We are looking for an internal temperature of 150 also, so get these guys in there. Make sure they're submerged. Beautiful. And one thing I just thought about, my last sausage video, the turkey and stuffing one, after I sous vide them, I should have ice bathed them. Oops. Because giving it an ice bath basically tightens up the skin, locks in moisture, and also gives it a nice crispy snap when you bite into it. It had a little bit of a snap, but I totally forgot that part. Rookie move on my part. But anyway, we're going to let these go for 2 hours, and then we'll see you then. Alright, so our sausages have been sous vide for 2 hours. They are done, so what we're going to do is get this off of here. Get that out of there, and we're going to put them into an ice bath. And like I said, this is going to make them tighten up the skin and give it a nice crisp snap when you bite into them. So cut these guys open like that. I did double bag these. I always do, just in case. So oh yeah, get that out. Snip this open. All right, and into the ice bath they go. Yeah, so we're gonna let these guys sit in an ice bath for a while, cool them down. It's gonna tighten up the skin, and then while that's happening, we're gonna get our grill started. We're gonna grill these over charcoal. Give a nice little smoky flavor without smoking them. I don't want too much smoke. I want to taste the chicken and the spice and all that. So yeah, so we're gonna let these chill, and we'll be back in a few minutes to start the grill. All right, let's get our charcoal started. I think my torch is dying, but that's all right. I think I have another tank somewhere. I hope anyway. We'll get the little fire starters going. We should be good to go. Yeah, it should be good enough. Yeah, I'm about out of gas, but that's all right. Charcoal started, so we're gonna let this go, let it get going, and we'll be back when we're ready to put the sausages on the grill. Got our grills heat up, so we can get these sausages on the grill here. That's the big guy. Look at that thing. And these are fully cooked. We're looking basically just for like a char. So. Oh, I'll lose that guy. Alright. They got smashed a little bit from when I sous vide them, but be alright. So we're going to let these guys go, and we'll check back in a few. Alright, these guys are browning up really quick, so give them a little flip there. Looking and smelling great. So yeah, I'll let these guys go for a little while. Looking amazing though, looking beautiful. This charcoal is screaming hot too. Love charcoal, love the smell of it. Yeah, looking good, so we'll check back again in a few. Alright, so I just turned the sausages on their side so you can brown that part. But we're going to take these off in about, oh, they just fell over. But we're going to take them off in about 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alright, our sausages are done. So let's cut into one of these guys and see how we did here. Looks and smells amazing. Let's see. Look at that. It's nice and juicy, looking beautiful. Alright, so we're going to reset our camera and give these guys a taste test. Alright, let's give these things a taste here. Really looking forward to trying this one. We'll slice. Let's see. Oh wow. I'm loving that. I've never had chicken tikki masala before. It was Cornish ham tikki masala, but oh, the flavors, they're amazing. I'm loving it. He's definitely a winner. So yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Share it with your friends, and we'll see you soon.